Welcome, dear viewer. Do you remember what happened in the last episode when Rufus dropped the Nightmare Stone into the bottomless pit? There was a huge explosion and a whirlwind, and the Black Mountain of Viltheed was destroyed.
The whole of Viltheed seems to be blowing apart.
Can you see Rufus and Amberly anywhere? There they are! In the middle of that lot!
We'll have to go in.
Rufus and Amberly had to be rescued, and Zordrak and all the Urpgors were blown into space. It was very exciting and extremely noisy. But if you fly straight up in the air from Viltheed, several miles later, you will crash into the Nightmare Planet. And that is exactly what has happened to Zordrak and his Urpgors.
Urpgor. I take it, Urpgor, that you are in no way responsible for this disaster. Because if I thought for 1 second that you...
No, sir. No, of course not, sir. It's very flattering that you should think so, sir. But even I cannot claim to have totally destroyed Viltheed, although, given time...
It's that cursed Dreammaker. He's the only one with enough power to have done this to me. Get us back to Viltheed at once, Urpgor. We shall rebuild it, and I shall take my revenge.
Get everyone back? But how am I supposed to...
Do it.
Oh, my bag! Oh, lots of useful things in Urpgor's bag.
Where is that wretched sergeant? Blob. I said, Blob.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. At your service, sir.
Where am I? Where am I?
Get up, lad. Stand to attention.
Where am I?
I think Frizz is in a coma, Sarge.
Do not be foolish, Nug. People who are in a coma do not keep saying, "Where am I?"
Well,
If I do not have your instant attention, Blob, you will regret it.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
Well, now what have we here? Could this possibly be the Nightmare Stone? I do believe it could. Now you'll be Urpgor's little secret.
Urpgor!
Here, Master, here! I was applying my unrivaled intelligence to your little problem of getting back to Viltheed, Master, as you commanded.
It's not my little problem, Urpgor. It's yours, so get on with it.
Where am I? Get this rabble lined up, Blob, and I'll give you my orders. Where am I?
Your orders?
Where am I?
Sarge, I think Frizz is delirious, Sarge. He's...
Delirious? I'll delirious him.
It's all right, Sarge. I feel as if I've suddenly recovered. Quite suddenly. Ow!
You were saying, Urpgor.
Thank you so much for your kind attention, Blob. I can't think what I've done to deserve it. Now listen, I need to build something to get us back to Viltheed. So get this lot organised into looking for any bits of metal lying around. You, Blob, and you will collect the Argorables. They're running around all over the place. Use these. Attach the rockets to the net and fire them over the Argorables. And when you've netted them, put them in this.
And what'll you be doing while we're doing all the work then, Urpgor?
Thinking.
I'd just as soon do the thinking. while he does the Algorable catching.
Why didn't you suggest it then?
Right, you lot. You heard what Urpgor said. Get doing the looking. And we shall capitulate a few Algorables.
Now, where to hide my little secret? My pretty little nightmare stone. Here? No. 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 There must be somewhere.
I don't see why we need Algorables anyway. We... Come back!
Help! Help! Algorables! Oh! Aha! Oh, perfect! The perfect hiding place for my treasure. No one will find it here. And 13 paces north. X marks the nightmare stone. Everything written down, nothing left to chance. Urpgor, your genius is undiminished.
Where are you, Urpgor?
Meanwhile, in the land of dreams, Rufus and Amberly are filling rainbow bubbles. Albert and Spildit are helping. Well...
Do you think you should have a little rest, Spildit? We don't want you to get too tired, do we?
Oh, that's all right, Amberly. I don't mind helping you at all. I'll come and help you again tomorrow if you like.
Well, thank you, Spildit.
Wildit's back.
Where's Auntie Wildit been, Rufus?
Auntie Wildit has been on a recce to Viltheed, and guess what? Not a single Urpney, not a stone standing. Just Zordrak's throne lying on its side, and a huge hole.
You mean Zordrak's gone?
And all the Upneys?
And the mountain.
Ah, Wildit, you're back, and with good news by the sound of it.
Everybody's happy because Auntie Wildit's found a huge big hole. Is it as big as this house, Auntie Wildit?
Bigger.
Gosh!
Viltheed is empty and reduced to rubble. Good enough news for you?
Splendid news, Wildit, splendid. But we must be cautious about celebrating too soon.
But Wildit says there's just a big hole.
And no Upneys.
That may well be so, but until we find out what really happened, we should assume nothing.
Can we go and see the hole, Auntie Wildit?
Definitely and absolutely not, young Wutt. We're going home now.
Goodbye.
See you in the morning.
Thanks for your help.
I'll come and help you again, as soon as I'm not busy.
Oh, drat. I meant to ask the Dreammaker to lend me his book on leaf maintenance. You go on ahead, Spildit, and I'll catch you up.
All right. See you in a minute.
Back on the Nightmare Planet, Urpgor is doing his best to get the Urpneys back to Viltheed. So far, with no great success.
You've shot him off to one side. You have to aim his feet at Viltheed. Surely it's simple enough. That's his head, that's his feet. You put this here and this there. Line his feet up with Viltheed and fire.
If it's so simple, Urpgor, I'm sure we'd all be very gratified for you to be having the doing of it.
No, I can't waste time with the lower orders, Blob. I have to calculate the force and trajectory to be used to get his lordship back. So get on with it and just try not to lose too many.
Fire!
I think we missed Sarge.
I can see that, Nug.
Can we have a rest, Sarge? I feel quite faint. I don't think I've really recovered from that fall this morning.
He's certainly looking very pale, Frizz. He's looking very pale, isn't he, Sarge?
Will you two get on with it? The next one, what feels pale, goes in here. Next! Success!
I see you've finally managed to get it right, Blob. I've finished my calculations, so I'll take over now.
You will not, Urpgor. I is the one what is doing the
I
firing.
know you're not, Blob. You're getting in that machine and going back to Viltheed.
What?
I'm very sorry, Urpgor, but wild horses on their bended knees...
You didn't half make me jump. Have you fallen off your leaf or something?
Actually, we was being sort of shot back to Viltheed.
Viltheed? Auntie Wildit says there's a big hole there, bigger than a house. Will you take me to see it?
Well...
We could go on my leaf.
Ah, just what I was about to suggest. All aboard, men.
Baby, I know where I be. I be up yonward.
Go!
Kidnap! Stop! Stop! Oh!
Meanwhile, Urpgor has succeeded in getting Zordrak back to Viltheed.
Ooh! Ooh! Ooh!
Where is Blob?
He's here somewhere, Master. I shot the three of them over myself personally, Master. He's most probably hiding, hoping to avoid work since he is not, as I am, dedicated to your lordship's service and...
I want Viltheed rebuilt, and I want it done now. Urpgor, find Blob.
Sergeant Blob reporting for duty, sir.
Where have you been, Blob?
Silence, Urpgor. Blob, go with Urpgor to receive your orders. Rebuilding must begin at once.
Yes, sir!
Wait. What is this paper? If these are your plans, Urpgor, they had better be effective.
No, I mean, they, no, Master.
Meaningless rubbish.
What?
You had better get down to some serious work, Urpgor. Get out.
Ow!
He's a bit cross, that big one, isn't he? And I don't think he likes you very much.
Be quiet, and I'll take this.
Hey!
Oh, no, you won't, Urpgor. I has commanded this leaf and its driver for the use of.
Give me back my leaf. That's my leaf. Give me back my leaf. Give me back my leaf this minute. It's mine. I want it.
Your throne's ready for you, sire.
All this fuss over the leaf. Can't see the point of it myself.
What's she want it for anyway? I think they're really dangerous. There's nothing to hold on to.
What is this noise?
Gosh, that was jolly good. Even Auntie Wildit can't do that.
I'm so sorry it took so long to find that book for you, Wildit.
Look, what's the matter with Mr. Blossom?
Good gracious.
Oh.
I say, Blossom, you look as though you've been in the war.
Calamity and woe!
What?
Calamity and woe and kidnapping!
Kidnapping?
Kidnapping! Calamity and woe!
Who has
and
been kidnapped, Mr. Blossom?
that young Wutt! That Spildit! And by Urpgor! Oh!
I cannot emphasize enough the need for caution. When you get to Viltheed, you are to do nothing except observe until Wildit arrives with reinforcements.
Nothing?
Don't worry, we'll be right behind you. I'll go and gather the troops.
A bubble, I think, would be the quickest and safest mode of transport. There. In you go.
We'll see you soon.
With Spildit.
And I hope you feel better soon, Mr. Blossom.
Very unlikely, young Nick. Very unlikely.
I think it was really mean of that ugly one to take my leaf. It's my leaf, and he's stolen it.
He's often like that.
You should bash him up. I tried to, but he's bigger than me.
Come along, lads. Get a move on. Chit-chatting with foreigners will not get Viltheed rebuilt.
I don't see why we have to rebuild it anyway. Who wants to live in Viltheed? I don't.
We could live somewhere else. We could live down by the Sea of Destruction. That'd be nice.
What'd be nice, Nug, was if you was to get up this ladder and help Frizz.
I'll do that. I'll help you. I'm good at helping people.
Sarge?
Master, this rebuilding is a wonderful chance to increase the size of my laboratory so that I can serve you even more effectively. If I had...
No, Urpgor.
But, Master, take, for example, this leaf. If I had more space to experiment, I could find out how it works so that every Urpgor could have one. Perhaps even you yourself, huh?
I said no.
Help, Sarge! Help! I'm stuck!
Frizzy's stuck, Sarge.
Then perhaps it might be advantageous if you was to climb up and get him, Nug.
Oh, no. I don't think so, Sarge. The whole lot could come down. Probably better to let him just fall, naturally.
I could go. I'm a jolly good climber. I climb things all the time. You have made a mess.
Well, that solves Frizz's little problem.
That was exciting, wasn't it?
If you like that sort of thing.
Look, what's that?
An Urpgor on a leaf. Spildit's leaf.
No wonder that ugly one can't steer my leaf properly. It takes ages and ages to learn to fly a leaf.
There she is.
We'll get as close as we can and then try and grab her.
It took me ages and ages, and my Auntie Wildit taught me, and she's betterer than anyone at flying leaves.
Hey, my leaf!
It's not moving. Look, it doesn't work.
When that green thing was driving it, she said go.
Because you can't just get on them, and then they go completely right at once.
God, I see nopes.
Seize them!
Go!
You have to have lots and lots of practice, and... Whoops!
Bring that leaf back! Bring it back, I say! Thieves! Hooligans!
Crikey! What?
Oh dear. We were supposed to wait for them before we did anything.
I bet Auntie Wildit will be ever so annoyed. She missed everything.
Ahoy there, Noops! I see you finished the job early. Allow us to have the honour of escorting you home.
How are you feeling now, Mr. Blossom?
Feeling? I'm feeling nothing. Numb I am. Numb. Had all the feeling knocked out of me.
Well, you're looking a much better colour.
Hello, we're back. I went to see the huge hole, and Rufus and Ambly came to collect me. And then we met Auntie Wildet.
Spildit! What a relief!
Viltheed's a terrible mess, but we managed to find her.
And now she's going straight back home. Bye all!
We should have stayed on that nightmare planet place. Then there wouldn't have been all this rebuilding work.
Well, I suppose, in a sort of a way, it's quite nice to be back. Ah!